Who is your favorite Batman villain?
Oh, oh man, that's a great one. Um, it's interesting because every most people would say like, oh, the Joker is obviously one of my favorites, but that's such a cliche answer. Um, Honestly, one of my favorites is one that I hadn't even thought of for a long time until just recently, like today, when I saw one of the YouTube videos talking about him, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that villain, Victor Zsasz. He's just like a different from the Joker, because the Joker is like a psychopath with a mission. Victor Zsasz is just like a psychopath. I think anyways. He just like kind of does things. He might have a mission. I actually don't know much about him. That's not my answer, but that's just one of the villains that I do really enjoy. One of my favorite villains is probably the either the Riddler or Mr. Freeze. The Riddler because he's like, he's kind of the perfect Batman villain because he's the only one that could go toe to toe with Batman intellectually. And then but Mr. Freeze is also one of my favorites because he's like this tragic guy. At least the way he was done in the which show was it? One of the Batman shows. He's like this tragic figure that is just trying to save his wife. That or Deathstroke because Deathstroke's cool, but that's less of a. I love them all, man. I think I named like four different villains just now.
Yeah. Hey, I don't blame you. They're all very interesting characters, and I like how you mentioned Mr. Freeze because that story is the whole crux of his story is just a very fascinating one. I was thinking about this question myself today, and I think it might be Talia al Ghul, the Dame that kills.
Mm.
I don't know why, but there's something like attractive about that. The Dame that kills instead of a damsel in distress, you know?
Oh yeah, is that what you like in a girl?
Yeah, no, so that's just something I was thinking about. And again, I don't blame you because there's so many good ones. There's
Yeah.
so many good ones.
Even Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul is he's interesting because of how long he's lived and also along those lines, oh, what's his name? Savage, Vandal Savage. I don't know if he's
Oh
a
yeah.
Batman villain, but he was in the Justice League
That
show.
guy is crazy. I feel
Dude,
like a lot
Vandal
of people
Savage.
forget about him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a super popular character. Like I don't see much about him, but
Yeah.
that guy is awesome. I especially love the episode of Justice League where Superman gets sent into the future and everything is destroyed and Vandal Savage is the only person left. And he's like, you have to save the world from what I did to it because I hate this. I'm so lonely.
I gotta watch that episode. I can't
Yeah,
remember that one.
it's a good one. And like Superman's all like, you are literally the worst villain I've ever met. And he's like, yes, I know. That's why we're in this position. You have to stop me.
Yeah, he's a very interesting character. And do you remember his storyline? Because from what I'm recalling, he was pretty much every villain in history. Like he
Oh,
was
is that
Genghis
true?
Khan, he was Julius Caesar. Like if I'm not mistaken, that's his story where he was actually all those warlords and stuff.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I just know he was a caveman at one point and this was from the Justice League show again. And a meteor fell and it was like a magic meteor or something and he fell asleep next to it and he never died after that.